Alright, so before we get started in this video, tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Jay Keo. I go by Jay Keo. I'm a bike rider in my city. I make music. I'm a motivational speaker. I like to speak on mental health, bring the community together, and show kids that it's alright to go through things as long as you don't sit on your ass. And there's always time to be a better person, as long as you work for it.
How did you get your name?
How did I get my name? Jay Keo. My first name is Jaden. My last name is Keo. It's long. I shortened the first three of each name. That's how.
What got you into biking and what made you want to start doing wheelies and all these tricks you do?
All right, so when I first started biking, I didn't know bike life was a thing. Crazy story. I had a bad group of friends. I hung out with the wrong people. They took my car from a party when I was messed up. I'm gonna look at you guys. Unfortunate story. I hung around the wrong people when I was like 17, 18. I got super messed up at a party. This is actually the reason why I'm sober. They took my car without my permission, flipped it and crashed it. And my parents were mad at me. My friends switched up on me. They were saying it was my fault. I didn't know who to go to. I went to my parents and they were blaming me. I didn't have no car at the time. Shout out to my grandpa. He's the one that talked me through everything. He took me to Walmart and got a bicycle because he knew I needed to get outside for my mental health, because he saw me deteriorating, you know the word I'm trying to say, in my room basically. And that is the reason I got on a bike. I didn't have a car, I didn't have friends, I didn't have no one to go to, and I needed to get outside for my mental health. That's why. Honestly, wheeling wise, I just rode my bike literally every day, the whole day. It was COVID during this time, so school, it was online. So to be honest, I would just BS my classes and just, as soon as I'm done, I just hop on the bike and go outside the whole day. And I just slowly started to want to learn something. What can I do? Wheelie, and started like that.
What are some hardships of being Jay Keo?
Hardships, definitely a lot of hardships. I feel like having a strong mindset to deal with backlash is probably the biggest thing. As an Asian bike rider and artist in my city, it's not common to see an Asian person take things to another level. I get a lot of hate for being Asian. I get a lot of hate for speaking my mind because people are not used to seeing a real ass person in the city of San Diego. I get a lot of hate, but honestly, it's a mindset thing. A lot of hardship is people gonna talk behind your back. People gonna say things, but you can't let that phase you. You can't. The moment you let it phase you is the moment you're letting them win. Hardships is watching what I do, watching what I say and how I act, because a lot of people look up to me and it's way more than I think myself. It's way more than I even know. I have about 70,000 followers on Instagram. I get recognized in the streets a lot, and people are always telling me, we look up to you, Jay. You're the reason I got into bikes. I want to get sober because of you. It's a lot of things that all add together that it's mind-blowing. A lot of people look up to me, so I really got to watch what I do and what I say, how I act.
You're not only just a bike rider, but you're a music artist. How long have you been doing that for?
I actually been doing music since I was like 14. I started in high school. I was just doing it for fun with people I knew. To this day, I still do music for fun. Like, people always hate me because they think I'm like trying to like be the next big artist. I do it for fun. I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years now. I really don't think too much about my music. I just get my story out. Sometimes it's not even about a story. Sometimes it's about a vibe. I want to see people happy. I want to see people vibing. Sometimes I'm going to tell them real shit. Sometimes I want to tell them shit to just get them in a good mood. It's not all serious. It's just music at the end of the day.
We know you took a break from music. What kind of brought you back into it?
A good one. So I did take a break from music because honestly, I lost the touch for it. During COVID, a lot of bad things happened in my life. I'm not going to get too into detail about it, but I lost all my friends. Everyone switched up on me for some dumb shit. And I just didn't have no one to motivate me. not saying they did motivate me before, because no one motivated me but myself before, but I had low self-esteem, and when I lost self-love for myself, I lost everything that I love to do, and that's why I stopped. I'm gonna build onto that. I think the people who you are around, contribute to what you do in life. I lost negative people, and that broke me, which is crazy because I think about it and how did it break me? I don't know. I guess I just put my trust in the wrong people, and that taught me a lot because it showed me at the end of the day that your brain is gonna make you think that you're not okay. You're losing these people, but it takes time. You learn that not everyone's for you. You learn that everything's for a reason. It took me about 20 years. I'm 21. It took me about 20 years to learn that everything does happen for a reason. I didn't want to accept that. Everyone says it, but it's hard to accept. And that's something I had to learn to accept. Everything in my life, I love where I'm at now. I'm 21 years old. I get to do what I want. I get to say what I want. I get to teach these kids how to be a better person. I get to be a father figure to these kids when I didn't really have a father figure. So it's not even a father figure, like an older brother, you know, like a lot of people come up to me for advice, and honestly that makes me happy because I didn't have no one to go to for advice. Yeah.
How long have you been biking?
I've been going on biking for I think almost 4 years. I started in 2021, it's about to be 2025, so about 4 years maybe coming up on. Yeah.
Adding on to that, what do you say your biggest accomplishment was in bike life?
My biggest bike life accomplishment is nothing crazy, man. It's honestly just traveling to different cities and people recognizing me, people coming up to me like, Jay Keo, like, I've been watching you all this time, you're motivating, like, can I get your signature? Let me get a picture with you. I've been watching you from the start. You're the reason I started. You're the reason I got sober. It's just seeing my impact spread way further than I expected. Coming from someone who had no friends growing up, coming from someone who was bullied in school, it's crazy seeing Jay Keo reach out to so many people in so many cities, and that is what makes me happy. That is my accomplishment.
2025 is coming up. What do you say is your biggest goal for that year?
My biggest goal for 2025 is to speak louder on what I love. My music, I want to take it up, but not necessarily money-wise, not status-wise. I want to speak more into what I believe in. I want to speak more on things that hurt me. I want to teach more lessons. Bike-wise, I want to take it up bike-wise. I want to show them that, hey, you can do anything. You don't got to be stuck in a rat cycle chasing money your whole life. You can actually have fun. And I'm going to show them, 2025, quote my words, I'm going to stay consistent, and I'm going to show these kids that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want in life.
So how did you learn to trust the process of things falling in place?
That's a hard one because at first I didn't. When everything bad was happening to me, when everyone was leaving me, when everything bad was happening to me, when everyone was leaving me, when my ex back then left me, when my family situations was going on, I started doing drugs. I started smoking all the time. I started doing pills that I didn't even know what was. I was broken inside. Getting sober was a start. When I got sober, I got a lot more clear-minded, and I basically just started doing things that helped me get out of that hole. For example, I knew that smoking wasn't good because it kept me in that mindset of negativity. When I started biking, it helped me put me on track to, okay, I got things to do. Trusting the process is mainly about, there's no process to trust if you don't put energy into that process, if you know what I mean. I put energy into getting outside rather than getting high 24/7. Many people don't do that. They're scared of new things. They're scared of facing new challenges because it's scary. It's scary, it is. But once you break that barrier of fear, you go a long way. And you start to realize energy transfer. That's a big thing. I believe in energy transfer. Anything you put energy into, it comes back to you.
So, adding on to you losing friends over the years, how did you cope with the fact that people were leaving and you had really nothing to do about it?
How did I deal with people leaving and not being able to do anything with it? That's hard because it broke me inside. Seeing people that you love and trust and people that you rely on, thinking like, these are my brothers, it breaks you inside. It's hard to heal from that. I see a lot of people that don't heal from that. To get out of that and to realize, I just kept doing me. As simple as that sounds, I kept moving forward. I got a job, I started working, I started investing into myself more. I started realizing that I don't need nobody. As selfish as that sounds, you really don't need nobody. Once you have everything you need and love, that's when you can put yourself around people that are gonna benefit your life. If people aren't benefiting your life, you really don't need them. But adding back onto that, I faced that problem by just working hard, distracting myself, not in a bad way, but doing more things that I love. Finding myself as a person and finding self-love again. You can't find self-love if you're constantly being dragged down and feeling hated on by people around you. Find self-love, that's the first step.
What is your definition of winning?
Winning, success. That means a lot to many people, but honestly to me, winning and being successful is being financially stable enough to put me in situations that don't get me hurt, that keep me in peace, that keep me happy, and keep me doing the things I love. That's my idea and vision of winning and seeing that I made it. And being 21, I feel like I already made it. It's only gonna go up from here. And I am grateful that I'm here, yet I'm scared what my future looks like because I know a lot more is gonna come. And that's a good thing because I want a lot more to come. And I'm just saying it now, it's only gonna get better. But you know why it's gonna get better? I'm gonna keep consistent. I'm gonna keep putting energy into things I believe in. And that's why it's gonna fall into place. Because I know it will. And I'm big on manifestation and I'm big on working towards goals. I don't like the saying, trust the process. Like I said, work towards that process. What are you gonna do to get yourself there, basically? Just work for it. Life is too short. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to hate. Don't listen to people that are trying to keep you down there. Everyone's down here. It's hard to break through that surface, but once you find that route that brings you to the top, stay there. That's all you need to do.
So to wrap things up and to wrap the new year up, what do you say your biggest advice is going into 2025?
Biggest advice going into 2025, don't listen to nobody telling you you can't do nothing. You can do anything you want. Don't listen to hate. Don't listen to hate online. That's the biggest one. We live in a social media hate generation right now, which is sad. I hope that I could teach these kids and break that cycle. I don't want to see no more bringing other men down. Yeah, my goal is to get everyone to just support each other. Everyone's afraid to chase their dreams because everyone's being hated on. I don't blame them. I was that kid. I was scared. I just happened to break that cycle. And I'm gonna be the one to show them that, hey, this ain't normal. We could actually do what we want. We don't gotta be scared. And my advice going into 2025 is keep going, stay consistent, do it even on the days that you don't feel like doing it. That's how I got to this position. I kept going on days I was tired, I wanted to stay in bed, I just did it. Thank you.